Welcome back, fuckers. Alrighty, on today's video, we're going to be running through the DCS Scratchpad little add-on that I use in my videos. I get asked this, probably the most question I get asked a lot from people that come and watch any of the YouTube videos and like, what the hell is that little notepad thing you're using? So it is this bad boy here. So I've got the link in the description for the video below, and it'll bring you to this page right here to get the latest release. So when you're on the GitHub page, you want to come over here to the releases and you want to click on the latest. So as it stands right now, 0.5.0 has been released. That's the latest release right there. And there's also another one. If you want to copy this, all right, it's got the AH64D. So if you want to have it so it writes down coordinates for AH64D, you can grab that one as well. But you can do that. It gives you the MGRS grid anyway, so it's fine. So yeah, so you just click on this guy, click open link, and you got your source code, you got the zip file there, you just download that thing. Okay, once you've downloaded it, you'll get your little zip file. So you're going to open up, extract that, and then it's going to load up this guy. Okay, so what you want to do you want to copy this script file. So just copy it, press copy, and then you want to come over to your DCS. So you save games, DCS open beta, and then you want to copy it into your scripts folder. Okay, so if you don't have a scripts folder, just copy it into this page. DCS open beta, just copy that script folder in, and it will put the appropriate DCS Scratchpad settings into your game. So make sure it's in the DCS open beta save games, not in your game directory, your root directory. The save games is what you want. Okay, so once you've done that, we'll go back to this page. This is our little instructions on how to do it. So installation, once you download, copy the scripts folder into your DCS save games folder. Exactly what I just showed you just then. Usage to toggle the scratchpad. You use left control, left shift, and X-ray on the keyboard, and then you can press escape to remove the text field of focus, but keep the the scratchpad open. You can change some settings, so you can change the keybind if you don't like left control, left shift, X. You can change that in the config file right there. It tells you where it is. And then here we go. So you've got, this is the latest and greatest. You can use the F10 map to get coordinates now off of the F10 map rather than writing them down manually. So this is only available in single player or for servers that have allow player export enabled. If available, you will have a checkbox at the bottom of the scratchpad. The mode to insert coordinates is active while the checkbox is checked. While active, you'll have a white dot in the center of your screen and an additional +L/L button below the text area of the scratchpad. Open the F10 map and align the white dot with your location of interest and hit the +L/L button. This will add the coordinates of the location below the white cursor to your scratchpad. All right, so we're going to fire up DCS and I'll show you exactly how that works. All right, so I'll see you guys in DCS in a second. Alrighty guys, so we are in the DCS main menu screen. So the DCS Scratchpad works everywhere in DCS World. So I can open it up right now on the main page. Okay, left control, left shift, X-ray. You can adjust the size and drag it around anywhere you want and it will stay on the screen until you get rid of it. So what it was saying before, when you've got the checkbox selected, sometimes you have to take the focus off of there. All right, so when you've got the little cursor in there, if you want to deselect the scratch pad but leave it up, you just press escape and it gets rid of the cursor, and then you can click on the cockpit and do stuff like that. All right, because if you have this active and say you wanted to, if you're in the jet and you wanted to shut the canopy down, press left control C and it doesn't let you. Okay, it won't let you type in any of that stuff or hit any keybinds because you've got this as your reference point. So we're just going to quickly jump into the mission editor. Let's just create a new mission. We'll just throw a Hornet down just because F18 Hornet client. Hey, come on, client start. All right, we'll run through how to quickly do this. Nice and easy. Super simple. All right. So we are in the jet. Now, to bring up our scratch pad, again, left control, left shift, X-ray, brings it up. And if we go to the F10 map, all right, so what I'm doing is I'm pressing F10, but I've got the cursor is active. So if I want to get the F10 map up and I've got the scratch pad as my focus window, I have to press escape first and then press F10 and then it will come up. And then same deal, if I've gotten a coordinate and I want to go back to the cockpit to punch it in, if I press F1, it won't let me go back into the aircraft, into the cockpit until I press escape and then I press F1 and it lets me go. So if you're not able to hit F10 or F1 or whatever, just confirm that the cursor isn't in the box and this is the active screen. All right, so we're going to go through now getting a coordinate. So with the scratch pad, you can type in whatever you want. You just click in the box. And then what you had to used to do, so you press left Alt Yankee to cycle through your grid corner. So we're going to go MGS grid. So what you had to used to do is click in the box and then move your mouse to where you want it. So if I wanted Sakumi there, and then I'd copy that text, 37 Tango Foxtrot Hotel, and then 73322 47536. Then I'd have to write in the altitude of 43 feet manually. Okay, so that's how you used to use DCS Scratchpad. And then you can punch that coordinate into the Hornet. All right, so now they've added this. It's been in for a while. I just haven't updated Scratchpad. So it's got this little checkbox here. So you hit on that, okay, and then you can see this little white dot has appeared in the middle. So I'm going to left click and drag, and I'm going to put the mouse over, all right, the little white dot. Okay, so I'm using this white dot as a reference. This white dot right here in the center of your map. You just left click and drag so the dot goes exactly where you want it to be. And then obviously the more you zoom in, the more accurate you'll be. So we're going to get it right in the middle of Sakumi there. Okay, so get him where you want it to be. Then all you do is press this button here. Boom. All right, and it's going to give you the coordinates, MGS grid, and then altitude in meters and in feet. Okay, and then if you wanted another one, so say I wanted to get the coordinates for this plane right here, I just put the little white dot over it and I hit the button again and it gives us the coordinates. Drag it over. I want to get that helicopter. Boom, gives the coordinates. I want to get this hard stand, aircraft park 21, hit it. Okay, and then each of those are all different. Okay, you can see they've all got different numbers, and that is how you can get your coordinates really quickly for doing a pre-planned strike with a JDAM or something like that. So you'll have to punch this stuff in manually into the Hornet at the moment, but it just saves you getting a notepad and pen out and writing down coordinates. And once you're finished with using that as your thing, you just uncheck the box, and then it just goes back to a regular scratch pad, and you can write in comments to yourself, and then you just press escape to make this deselect the window, press F1, and then you can come into your data page. We can go into waypoint 1 UFC grid, and we can punch this in. So 37T, we want FH, so punch this first one in, FH, and then we're going to write in the coordinate. I'm going to box precise just because. So we want 73348 4802 022. Enter, and then elevation is 43 feet. Enter, and then we have got our waypoint on the nose is right there. Okay, it's 24.2 nautical mile. And if we grab our ruler tool, pretty much Sakumi right on the nose there. That is us. All right, so that's our waypoint that we just grabbed. Just like that. And that's how you get waypoints using the DCS scratch pad with the new feature. So remember, it has to in the, we'll get out of here and I'll quickly show you. Exit. So in your multiplayer missions, what you're looking for that option to use the F10 grabbing a coordinate. So what you want to look for, you just go to a server. Okay, you want to scroll down in the information, server information on the right-hand side of the server, and you want to go to the permissions and you're looking for allow player export. If that says allow player export yes, which pretty much every server will say that, that scratch pad will work in multiplayer. If it says allow player export no, you won't be able to use that long feature with the dot, the white dot in the middle of your your F10 map to grab codes off of that. So that's it, guys. That is it. That is the DCS scratch pad. Super easy to install, super easy to use, but it is an absolute game changer, especially if you are using VR. It'd be super helpful because you can, well, as long as you can touch type. It'd be fucked for me because I can't touch type at all. But if you can touch type and you don't need to look at the keyboard, you can just bring up that scratch pad and write the coordinates in that you need without taking your VR headset off and all that kind of stuff. So it's super helpful. It's a notepad for DCS World essentially. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed it. If it helped you, make sure you go ahead and like the video and share it with your friends. Definitely a must-have little addition to your DCS arsenal to make your life a lot easier. And yeah, if you've got any questions, queries, or comments or anything, throw it in the comments below. And lastly but not least, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you haven't, I would super appreciate if you hit the big old red subscribe button and subscribed away. And if you want to get notified when a new video drops from me, just make sure you click the little bell notifications all icon as well. And then when a video comes out, you'll get notified by YouTube that videos come out from me and you won't miss it. Lovely. Awesome, guys. So thanks heaps for everyone that's subscribed. Appreciate every one of you. And if you just hit the subscribe button, thanks, you fucking legend. You're a champion as well. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Have a good one.